coming in from the Novaria, the Yves technically can do that even better. But now with so many threats towards the backline, what I'm wondering about is the itemization. The battle spell is going to be a flicker, so some mages, like myself, fearing for a full-on chase would go for something like a sprint. But flicker to try and combo with an ultimate, probably with a real-world manipulation. Itemization though, I do wonder what Clay is going to go. Is it going to be a bit of some defensive items like a brute force breastplate that can still augment the movement speed, the kiting potential, and provide some more defensive stats, or full damage and going for 14?
Let's see though the decider of who's going to take the points in this match. Is it going to be Aura? Or is it going to be the Rise of the Kingdom in RRQ? Here we go, oh my goodness! Early G's on the Clay with the Petrify as well, but we get the double cam here. I don't think there's a first blood. It doesn't seem like we have that notification. So it's chill. Yeah, Clay gets out and he doesn't burn the flicker. He has Brusco on the Angela who can heal him back up. That is very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Right now, Brusco and Yaoi is going to take some damage in the mid lane. Oh man, it's going to be interesting. Now, I'm kind of worried about Kabuki, Arashi, because if he's behind, it's going to be hard for him to climb up. And if it's Kyler, I don't think it's going to be hard for him to climb up from a gold difference.
So let's talk about this XP lane too. You did mention that the Benedetta has a good time against the Blue, but so does the Roger. The Roger can bully Skylar. And Brusco is dead. Because he had to heal Yves in the early game, he's down so much mana, he has to recall.
Seems like a dive being set up, but won't be happening just yet. This is the issue, by the way, for RRQ. The only real face checker is going to be Irad. Dawn later will help out with that, but that is still a long way to go. He's going with the pull yourself together, by the way, so he's having to be making a lot of plays here for sure. Skylar goes with the tenacity for once, and so does Clay. They both understand that this is going to be a game with very difficult odds of survival, especially with all the dive coming in. Kabuki will be trying to snowball a bit more aggressively on the emblem setup. But we'll have to see if the roaming here will make a big difference. Because Yeheskiel and Clay, that's also a matchup that needs to be highlighted.
3-man rotation down below to get level 4.
Yep, RQ definitely has the advantage right now. Still hasn't hit level 4, but in a second, it'll be A-OK as Yaoi already camping the bush.
Power of Nature, Clay gets the ult just in time. Good. Shield Unity. That's his welcome coming down right now. The damage comes through as well. That's a 2-man stun into the real world manipulation. Yaoi flickering out the safety as the final blow doesn't deal enough damage to take anyone down. And Irad is still holding on to it. Dawn now with the split mounting Gugun, who pops into Poissons as they look for an entry once again. Valentina stealing away. The Heart Guardian is the one target. Irad wins it out. Iran in the back now isolated, still able to dash away as Irad tries to pull him back with some damage as well. But Iran gets out, and so does the rest of Aura, but they are low. Irad wants to capitalize on this. Yaoi puts the wall down, no wild target. He has skill. It's coming down as well to put some damage back out. That's a hard guard onto Irad this time. Yaoi taking very low. Clay also poking him down. Good looking for the purple buff as Iran has already rotated back in again, and that's gonna be good. Who rotates back in, finds Shield Unity. Iran takes him down with a Phantom Slash and looks for more. Clay next to the chopping block is Brusco. Just ties Iran up. Some good poke from Clay, still consistently dealing damage.
Ooh, that was a long team fight, and I believe RQ definitely stayed there. Welcome, Rashi.
They wanted to push the advantage even more, knowing that they do have a bit more spammability in the early game. They paid the price for that for sure. It's still a turtle taken by RRQ, able to mitigate the also reliable neutral objective take from Aura. But here you're seeing, by the way, the change to glue. You can't really regen outside of a fight as reliably as you would with the glues on the ground.
Oh, cheeky one, Yaoi.
Wow.
Always with this. He did it to Vincent, now he's doing it to Irad.
Come dance with me.
The detour.
Making the purple buff move all around, but look at the damage output from Clay right here. The Eskil though has a real manipulation. Gugun might go for an aggressive play right here. Always spending a lot of time trying to shut down this jungling. You have to remember that there's still other lanes in play right now.
Okay, Yaoi also trying to scout some information here, maybe force a retribution. There you go from Irad.
Now spinning Yaoi back in the turret. Real world manipulation from Yeheski. Oh, they baited Irad! Kabuki looking for the play right now, goes back to gun form as a hard guard comes in, but it's not going to be enough as Brusco is next to the chopping block, flickers back to his own turret.
Around
with Irad down, it should be if Returnal run! Gets the assassination and back and gets out with the eye for an eye. Clean. In and out.
I thought Kabuki's gonna jump towards the under the turret, considering how low Brusco was. But you know what? He's gonna leave it for a run. It's gonna be taken just fine. And right now, Aura sitting on a quite comfortable 2K gold late in 5 minutes.
2.5k definitely, 2.2k actually, isn't a game-changing amount, but with Aura gaining momentum here, it's not only just the gold, it's also the pressure around the map and the item power spikes, especially for heroes like Aran, who really want to, like Benedetta in the hands of Aran, that wants to make those plays happen, like earlier, right? A big advantage right now is the fact that RRQ don't have a lot of hard crowd control to deny a lot of these daring plays from the side of Aura.
Oh,
The
Irad
jukes.
use the detonus welcome. Trying to catch.
breaker from Yawi.
Oh man. Wow.
Being very annoying right here. Looking at the items, he's really sitting. He hasn't built up a single item just yet. But Clay rushes the Ice Queen's wand. He wants that utility a bit earlier. But whoa!
Defensive entropy used up. Oh! RWM brings with RWM! Yeheskiel caught under it, still able to dash out. Skylar gets the hard guard and will be able to clear it out. Meanwhile, though, on top, RRQ lack members. A man advantage for Aura, and the Dragons burn through the Kings up top. Dom with the flicker, but Aran doing the same thing, but with his Electo final blow.
Wow, beautiful. I thought it was over-aggressive from Yeheskiel with the real-world manipulation copy, but in the end, on the other side of the map, Aura capitalized on RRQ's man disadvantage.
It's crazy the fact that Aura are just outmaneuvering RRQ, right? Without the backshot presence, there's just not a lot of ways for RRQ to match the speed here. Aura is always in the right place at the right time, and especially in the EXP lane. Dawn is just not having a great time matching the presence in the game as Yawi is threatened.
Oh,
what?
what? Gets caught out. Big shutdown to Skylar on that one. Gugun now on the turtle. A man disadvantage for Aura. Yeheskiel has stolen away the real world manipulation. Don trying to track. Gugun goes in. He finds the red space. Yawi finds the wild card as well. So dislocate Irad. Yawi hitting the target down from the split, and they go all in onto him. Real world manipulation purified out of shield unity now by Gugun. In the back as Yawi should fall. Mounted up there. Gugun all alone, up against 3, up against 4 with play rotating back, but Gugun is so incredibly tanky. It's brought back to the team once again. It should be taken down. Kabuki unable to find an angle to attack his Aran now. Pops in Petrify just to dash out. Meanwhile, Gugun, no, it's done! In the back finds the kill onto Yeheskiel.
When you can see Kabuki's always second-guessing himself. Should I go in? Should I go out? It looks like it still continues.
Chaos ensues and Irad eats Aran up. Who's going to pick the kill? Now it's Kabuki, who looks for the Lycan pounce and gets one.
Wow, it is chaotic indeed, Arashi.
It's all-out action from both these teams, scrambling to get a lead of some sort. But you have to remember, when you trade evenly, it values the team with a later team composition. In this position, I do believe it's RRQ with the long distance from Yi, with the late game super damage coming in from the Natan. Aura needs to find a way to keep these fights a bit more disciplined, a bit more calm and collected. All things said though, they do have a turret advantage here. They've taken both first turrets from the top and bottom side, whereas for RRQ, they're putting a lot of time and effort into shutting down that mid lane and getting that mid turret to get the space to really maneuver, to really punish and go aggressive for once against Aura.
RRQ currently sitting in 9th place, but if they win this game, I believe they have a match rate of 4-5, which is gonna equal them to the 7th placer of the league so far.
Based on the game rate, if they win this, they'll be 5th place.
Wow.
From 9th to 5th, Gugun, the drive-by. But the Lord does spawn in 4 seconds.
Aura's job is to delay this Lord, try to pressure Irad of some sort.
I think for Aura, they're also a bit concerned about Dawn. In that previous fight, Dawn had so much more impact. Now, going for the Lord right here, Aran is in prime position to really pull RRQ away from each other. Seems like Aura are setting up a trap though.
Good damage onto Dawn, chucking him low. Skylar entropy forward into the real world
Oh,
manipulation,
no.
and now it's gonna be Aran who jumps in with a Petrify, binding Clay in his own real world manipulation, but he didn't actually use it. He was just in front for some reason.
Wow. Oh, already flickered Dawn.
That was definitely another attempt to look for a kill, but it did not end the way that he wanted to. A flicker burnt out for nothing for now. Yawi zoning it right away as Goku pops in a shield unity back to the Lord. Kabuki now in the gun form as Dawn jumps in onto him, now with split as well. Gugun knocked up for a bit. Irad still full HP. Gugun wants to reset and he does. Yawi mounted on, pops in the power of nature, brings Dawn all the way back as Kabuki now goes in to eat up on that HP bar. That's a wild charge to knock him up, and that is a big scratch in the face from Kabuki. Aran, what?
Oh no!
Eye for an eye into Barat, he goes!
Huge mistake from Aran. And right now they don't really have that advantage anymore. That advantage, oh, Yeheskiel, look at the damage from Skylar. Gee!
almost assassin-like coming in from Skylar. And with Clay back in the picture, that's a consistent damage over time coming in from the Yeet. You look at his items, he went straight for the Divine Glaive. He wants burst damage. He's not here for poke.
Definitely, and right now Aura is still staying at the Lord Pit. They don't want to try to look for something else right now. Try to control the area around the Lord to give them the advantage if they want to pull the trigger in this time. As Aran already respawned, and he's looking to do Aran things on the top lane.
I think Aura is just very concerned about going for the neutral objective and then getting punished by having their members taken out. It has been what RRQ is able to be doing, but now on the top side, Aran has shown himself. He's pushed, and now the wave is set up for Aura's success. RRQ are the ones looking for something here in exchange.
Down the slow push, Skylar. Oh, he goes in all the way, but Hard Guard is still there. The eye for an eye doesn't. Ooh, too much. Only gets him out.
Wow.
That was almost scary, but he's baited out a big resource. The Hard Guard.
The margins that we're playing here, but Aran, he's not beefy at all. He's full damage. He has to watch out for any damage that's coming in, especially Skylar. And right now, conceal for Yawi.
The attempt once again as Rad gets knocked up by the Lord. Now chunked down as well. Don holding on to it in the midst of it all. Now, it's the Denton as well. Come into it. Retreat battle. It's Kabuki. Not any of the jumblers. And Aura disengage. Don for Yawi. A Lord for nothing.
Oh, God. That was intense. Could have gone any other way, or like either way, especially for RRQ, but they got it done in the end. And right now, RRQ, they definitely have the resources, they have the tools to clear the Lord. What's going to happen in the next stage of the game?
I think Aura is going to try and use a three-wave push to get as many objectives as possible. Because honestly, RRQ has a lot more high ground playmaking, to try and clear these lanes out and zone Aura for making a big play. Unless, of course, Yawi has something to say about that. That fight was so close, but I think there was a miscalculation from Don. He was stuck in the midst of a big fight with his ultimate, and he didn't pop it until it was way too late. That is something that can definitely be improved. It's still anyone's game at this point, but Aura is definitely working against the clock here. They want to try and end before all these backlines from RRQ.
Drive by again.
Oh,
Good.
man.
You gotta stop that, man. Now Yawi looking for sandwich this one. Aran caught up.
Sandwiched. Has to walk back, giving away a tier 2 turret. Now Rad just holding the Lord down. Doesn't want it to crash onto the base turret. Giving his team enough time to deal with the other waves. The top lane and the mid lane, and now rotating back to the bottom lane. A good defense from RRQ, but they've lost all their tier 2s.
Whew. In terms of team fight, I do favor RRQ a little bit, especially with Skylar just pretty much shredding everyone. Doesn't really matter if it's Gugun or Yawi. Any kind of defense item doesn't really matter against a Natan full item. As you can see here, the item, Arashi, what's going on right now?
Well, the fleeting time is completed for Brusco, even from the previous fight, actually. The thing is, RRQ hasn't been able to really get anything off the back of a massive Hard Guard. And for now, once these beefier members, of course, the reset coming in from Yawi makes it difficult. Arando with full damage. Again, I think the only real win condition for RRQ right now is to get a definite engage, a proper catch. If they're only going off a pullback or a slow coming in from the Yves, the Angela, it's just not enough, right? Especially with Yehezkiel, Yawi, Kabuki, and Aran technically all having an escape tool. They have to try and make sure that they can get someone stuck long enough for Skylar to just delete him.
I think one of the win conditions for Aura that they try to execute here is to fade out the Purify somehow, preferably Yawi with the Wild Charge from Skylar, and try to execute that Petrify Electro Final Blow. And I believe even with the Hard Guard, Aran can burst that one down or like get through it because he has that, Sea Halberd to kind of deny the healing potential from the Angela. Let's see though, another Lord is coming, and now Aran, this is the time that he's gonna shine.
Ooh, that's a big problem, man. The fact that he has so much more mobility. Sets up for the wave right here. Skylar might show, and that would be the
Wait a minute.
for Aura to get immediately melted down.
Skylar is in the bottom lane. It looks like they don't want to contest this. I don't think they can contest this, even if they want to now, with Skylar being so far off. Irad, can he be the saving grace? Detonus welcome charged up already. Now onto Yawi he goes. That's a retreat battle, 50-50. Gugun versus Irad, and it's Gugun who secures it for the Dragons. Meanwhile, the Benedetta in the back trying to zone Natan away. Kabuki mounted on earlier, but Gugun jumps in with the shield unity now. Meanwhile, Arad gets gunned down by Skylar, but Don will suffer the same fate as Arad. Brusco in the last point. Oh no! Kabuki the team, and he's one HP, but he's able to flicker out to safety.
Oh, gotta breathe a little bit here. as the Lord is coming, and now it might be a useless Lord this one unless Gugun has something to say because the damage is not there from the Kabuki. Look at that, the Lord! That's a Lord to a ton!
That's a minion. Immediately cleared out by Skylar right there. Man, that was such a close fight. And RRQ, that was a very bold move, sending Skylar away and still contesting. The fact that Don, though, has been able to really zone Kabuki away has been very beneficial for the team. Look at him, Skylar!
He just melted Yaoi, and Yaoi couldn't really do anything. He couldn't even go for the engage because he knows there's a Purify on Skylar, and now he has a Wind of Nature.
Yep, 2 layers instead of 1. They have to break through this, or even 3 layers with the hard guard also, because so far, there have been some hard guards towards other member, but it's mostly Skylar. They know it's Skylar-centric at this point because he has the damage to break through everything.
Now if you're on the side of Aura, it's gonna be a tough situation here.
Oh no.
Oh!
Let's see.
We're going to the points on Skylar. Melting through. We're using Entropy right now. The real world inflation won't be able to do enough with Skylar's damage. Clay and Skylar. The dynamic duo from Season 9.
Just want to remind you guys that Aura has not won a match against RRQ in about 1.5 years since Season 10. And they might prolong that streak again in this time around. It is a 3K gold lead right now, but it doesn't really tell you what's going on in this map, what's going on in this game. Skylar is snowballing, and look at that!
He can do whatever he wants at this point. There's a Purify, a Hard Guard, a Wind of Nature. Yeah, Heskill is the guy who can actually kill him, but we'll see if he will be able to do so.
A lot of damage being outputted by Aura though, but the health dispenser Brusco is ready for the task. Lord is up in 34 seconds, and now Gugun is up. That window of opportunity where RRQ has the numbers advantage has passed. Only a 3K gold advantage, but Skylar is at full build. Doesn't even matter.
Speaking of build, that was a necklace of Durants from Dawn. I would probably prefer to use Dominance Eyes, but what's the intent here, Rashi? Because I'm kind of struggling to, decipher what this means.
I mean, logically speaking, I think it just feels like no one's going to really target him in the fight. So if he goes for Necklace of Durance, if he goes with a split, he can apply that debuff to everyone, right?
Oh,
and now RRQ, they have a chance to just nuke down this Lord, but Gugun is really waiting in the wings.
Oh no, Entropy, this might be the window that Aura is looking for.
And Iran is already looking for that angle. Deathless Welcome charged up already, Iran.
Oh no.
In the bush, Lord knocked him out.
They don't know though. They don't know it's the bush.
They don't know about the Deathless Welcome, and they reset it. Not a mid lane,
Oh
1v1
my God.
Iran. Oh my god, Skylar! He's the assassin now!
There was also an Athena shield from Iran. Mind you, this is a player that's overly aggressive with his builds, and now he's respecting the damage from Player and Skylar.
Oh, again, Dawn in the midst of it all, jumping to the back, all alone though, he's isolated and he will be taken down! Way too long for the rest of the team! Iran in the back, the hard guard hovering over Skylar. RRQ still desperately holding on to the Lord, but Aura have a man advantage.
Oh man, what's the idea here for Iran? Do you want to kind of cancel out the hard guard? That's possible. Oh my god, oh goodness gracious! You gotta stop, man! You gotta stop!
What a monster right now.
What the heck?
They sent Brusco to the top side to deal with the waves. Iran might try and go for an assassination. That is what Brusco is worried about. But overall, the rest of the team are able to just sustain up through. Iran forced the wave.
Oh, and a wild charge flickered away from now Skylar! Against the Petrify, against the Assassin! He moves it out! Yaoi's stunned up, has the mentality, Kabuki flickering out of the missiles. That could bring him back. No Iran, Yaoi's low, Gugun with a winner truncheon. The last hope.
Oh, this should be it. Unless Gugun make a miracle play out of this. RQ surely will not fumble this one. Around half HP. What do we want to do, Gugun?
He wants to contest. He's confident in the 50-50. He's confident in the HP bar. Yeah, Heskill. RWM. Hard guard used up. They want to gamble it. 50-50 on the board. As Gugun looks for an opening right now. It's a real revelation gets placed down. Gugun be melted down. Pops in a winner truncheon just in time. The retreat. It's Iran who secures it. And Gugun gets melted by the Natan.
How do you counter this? How do you counter this? At this point, you have the Lord, you have the Tan. You have a lot of flair to cover if you want to break through Skylar. Look at the builds, full damage with one Wind of Nature. Skylar is absolutely dominating this game.
That's all he needs, man. And even Clay going with the Lightning Truncheon. He's there for the pickups. He's there for the damage. Now they're going to be trying to siege it up. And without the right clear, it all hinges on how RRQ want to initiate on this final defense against Aura. Can they find the pickups?
moment of truth. The S-Kill is still playing in the front line there. Now RRQ, they have the wave, they have the Lord. It's time to go.
And the entropy. Up top, the Lord still going to be dealt with right now. As Ron pops in the final blow, the Purify is there right now. Death is welcome, used up as Kabuki gets thrown away by Dawn. Skylar Deep Real still free hitting. Yaoi in the midst of it all, losing immortality. Gugun as well, down by S-Kill. The base is wide open. RRQ, the Kingdom raise their banners. We will not go down. The Kings have answered.